Hi guys. So there's been a lot coming up considering ancestral trauma and wounds. Lots of old stuff. Whoo, big stuff. Very intense. And I don't know about you and your family, but I do have some struggles with mine. The thing is, with some parents, they want their child to be the good child, right? The good child fits into society, the good child is adaptive, the good child is focused on work and success and career, money. The good child is making sure parents don't have to worry. The good child is following the herd. The good child is just fitting in society, basically. If you were born an empath, an intuitive, as a highly sensitive soul, psychic, whatever, chances are you're not here to fit in. You're probably here to lead the way in whatever kind of way, right? In the healing arts, in being self-employed in whatever kind of healing or artistic way. The reason why you're not meant to follow the herd is because the herd is following fear and program quite often, and is brainwashed into all these kinds of... There's a deer. Oh, there's a deer hiding. Oh my god, all kinds of programs and belief systems. Oh wow. Okay. Around money and success, and the herd is following the path that was already walked and that's already paved for them, so they fit into a structure and a system, and there's nothing wrong with it. But if you came here as an old soul, an empath, highly intuitive, psychic person, chances are you are here to be some sort of a leader, and you have different kinds of gifts and abilities and wisdom that is meant to be used. Otherwise we feel scattered and depleted and depressed, eventually anxious, and it's still there. Oh, that makes me so happy. And we're dimming our light if we try to fit in. So the good child is basically following the herd and trying to also eventually please parents. And it's such a huge program in my head to believe that I'm unworthy of love if I'm not one of these children. If I'm not fitting into society because I can't relate to anything that's going on currently for many reasons, and I just always see myself in nature expressing myself. I don't see myself in an office. I can I can try to, right? But why would I try to if I already know that it's definitely not my truth? It's still there. That's so funny. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't fit in an office. I don't fit into in a high building in the city. Like, and I know that for a long time now. So there's so much ancestral healing that needs to be done at the moment, and if you can take care of yourself and you can rest and sleep and take your time to integrate, there's so much old wounding, and to just sit with it and grieve an old version that tried to fit in and please, or try to be a proper person under what people defined as a proper person, a proper child. And the best thing is to rest, to sleep, to take your time to integrate, to breathe, and to what we often forget is that when we are feeling pain and we start labeling a lot of that, it's much more difficult to move through, because it's much more painful when we start labeling all of it. Like, oh, I'm so hurt because my parents rejected myself. And it's part of the truth, right? It's not that it's not the truth, but sometimes those emotions don't want to be labeled. They just want to be felt. And if we make space for us and ourselves and the inner child, and that those emotions, that's sometimes the most loving, kind thing to do, and we can move much quicker through it but we're like, a lot of times we're so afraid of feeling that because it's so uncomfortable. But the more we label it, the more uncomfortable it can be, because we connect certain thoughts to it as well, when it's so important for our body to just feel it. So just a quick update. I've been sleeping or at least resting for the last 3 days, since Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I could only rest and go within and cry and purge and heal and really allow myself to grieve what I haven't been grieving before, because I've kept holding on to another version of myself, or that I felt like maybe I make it work, or maybe it's going to be better. But sometimes there's this acceptance that has to take place, to understand that maybe it won't be better in terms of you won't be seen any differently, or you won't be seen and validated and loved in a way you hope for, because people can only love from their level of consciousness. And as long as they are not evolving, and you don't have any power over their mindset or their brain or their emotions or their feelings or their opinion about you. And that's the hard thing about relationships, that we can't change any perspective or perception people have about us. So if you let yourself grieve and maybe look at what you, I felt like something came up and I was like, wow, I haven't looked at that, or like I haven't let my body and myself allow myself to fully grieve that, and the fact that this thing for me is so painful, and I haven't let myself fully grieve that pain yet, because I was still holding on to the possibility of change and like making it right, and for the situation to be any different than it actually is, right? But if we keep hoping for a different outcome or a different situation or people to change or us to change for those people, whew, man, we just stay in places that we've outgrown for a long time actually, but haven't ever let ourselves leave. Yeah, sometimes that's the case in relationships with partners as well. When we were holding on to a picture or an image we had of the person and the person has of us, and we're actually not that person, and this person is actually actually big insect. Actually, oh, that was so huge. I'm not scared of insects. It was just huge, and we haven't let ourselves like accept that this person's not we. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think it's a hornet. That's why I'm leaving now. Or it was a hornet. Oh my god. So yeah. I felt this big thing coming up and I felt like, oh my god, I haven't let myself fully grieve yet. It's so important that we let ourselves fully grieve an old version or hopes and dreams that have never became true and are maybe not meant to become true, and take your time to grieve and process what is coming up for you these days. It's a lot. It will pass. It's all divine. It's for us to change and transform and evolve and ascend. It's move your body, go into nature, drink lots of water. All my love to you. We've got this. Bye.